how to set your Thinkific site name and customize your Thinkific site URL. So what you're going to do is log into your Thinkific site. I've got my demonstration site here for you. Go on down to the settings option on the left hand side of the menu there, click on settings, and this is going to take you to your overall site settings. So what you apply here will sort of be what happens across everywhere. So the first thing we want to do here is go to the site tab option and click on site details. Now this here is the name of the school. This will be where it will say something.thinkific.com. So you might choose your personal name, you might choose your business name. That's a decision that you need to make, whether it's your company name or your personal name. So this is an example here of what this will look like. Cordiner.thinkific.com. This is my pretend account. It's not my real one. My real one's maintraining.thinkific.com. I've decided to go with my company name under which all of my insurances and everything operate under. So this is where you can actually change the name of your site. Quite simply, go in there, put in the name and press save. Now, word of warning, only do this once. Please make sure you pick a name that you're happy with, that you are going to stick with forever. If you change this name later on, the link that everyone else already has to your site will no longer work. You will have to go back and contact all those people and say your site is no longer at that address, it's now at a different address. So please only pick a name that you're going to stick with, only do it this one time and never do it again. So go and change whatever your default school name is there and press save. And the next thing we want to do here is actually determine what email addresses you want associated with your site. So there are two email addresses you can input in here. There is the email that you receive replies to when a student, for instance, responds to a message that you send, or responds to an assignment feedback that you might give, or responds to, I don't know, a community conversation thread. Then there is the email that students get when they actually request for support. So support could be anything from I didn't get my receipt, I can't find my login details, I can't access my course, please can you help me with lesson 3. This is the email address that your students will actually be able to see. So I'd recommend it being as professional as possible. You don't want it to be spottycatbums@gmail.com, right? This is something your students are going to see. So do try and make sure it's something that you're going to be okay with your students actually seeing. Now, some of you are probably giggling at that, but you will be amazed when I'm doing site setups for people, how many people give me like ridiculous email addresses that they created at school when they were 7, and yeah, it's hilarious. So the next thing you want to do is customize your site URL. So you can actually click on these little dots here and press edit URL. At the moment, you if your account is new, you'll have a default one, and it will be like Sarah's-s-school-1237ZQ ! You don't want it to be that. So just press edit URL and you can actually change that to be whatever you want your URL to be. That is another one where you do not change it more than once, right? Change it once and that's it. Never touch it again. Otherwise, you're going to find yourself in trouble. Now, in terms of some of the other basic site settings you have here, you have your SSL certificate. Now, depending on the plan that you're on, you'll have the option here to have SSL, meaning that your site is secure. If you don't have your SSL turned on, one of the things that can happen is that your students might get a pop-up saying, warning, this site is not secure. Please don't input any private information into this site. So the difference basically is, when you have a site that is secure, it will say HTTPS up on the top URL at the top left-hand side. That says that this is a secure site and it's safe for you to enter private information, such as your payment details to buy a course. If you do not have your SSL turned on, it will say HTTP, and that will flag on some people's emails, internet servers, that your site is potentially dangerous. So I would recommend that you always just turn that on so that you've got a secure site. Now, the next thing you have the option to do, depending on what plan you're on, is to remove the Thinkific branding. Now, of course you want to do that because you're not offering Thinkific stuff, you're not Thinkific, you want it to be in your branding and not have anyone else's logos on the platform. So yes, you do want to remove the Thinkific branding. There's always updates going on in the Thinkific platform. At the time of filming this video, there is a new streamlined checkout process happening. Basically, that just means they're reducing the number of clicks that people have to go through to actually give you their money, which is always a good thing, right? So I would recommend that you do opt into the test so that you can get access to that new streamlined feature. And then inside this same basic site settings here, you have options to change the default language that's used across your site. So I would recommend not touching this. I don't think that you really need to. Thinkific have chosen these words because they most globally apply. They're the most globally recognizable, understandable words for these particular actions and features. So for instance, they call lessons lessons, they call courses courses, and they use the word start learning when somebody has actually bought their course and they get to the thank you page. So if instead of start learning, you would rather that said, woohoo, let's go, simply go to customize and you can change that word. And across your entire site, because we're in the site settings here, it will change to woohoo, let's go instead of start learning. So look, I would recommend not touching those. That, you know, they've been selected because they work. So, you know, perhaps just leave what's working. But of course, because Thinkific is fantastically customizable, if you do want to change it, you can. So there we go. That is how you change your site name, your site URL, your emails that your students see and you receive all your communication from, and your basic site settings.